Chronometon is demoted from wizard to mannequin. The group kind of separated. One, I believe, is just Grace and Billy, who went to buy stuff at Phandelver afterwards for the new weather of winter and just like random shit. Just general supplies for a trip out in this winter weather. We are headed towards one of the mountains. Where the fuck are we headed towards? I have it in another note. We're going towards Hardy Hammer Mine because that's where Gundren's brothers went to, because for some reason, instead of staying somewhere safe and warm, they're like, nah, bitch, we're gonna go towards a mountain and mine, because that's all we can think of, because we're miners.
Not to be confused with miners.
And the Hardy Hammer Mine, whatever the and Billy's children are missing. He has a wife in town of Phandelver, and now his stepchildren are missing, and his wife has asked him to leave and go get his kids. It's his weekend, and they need to be taken care of.
I really hope they're not in the hand job Anna mine.
Especially considering that they too are miners.
Yes. On the way towards buying all the shit for winter, Grace found a very cool long magic scarf. She does not know it was magic, but Chronometon does, and she has a habit of getting Chronometon dressed up like a doll. He has a big ass brim wizard hat, a really, really, really long scarf, and he is a little robot. He's like 4 feet. That's why he's a mannequin now. Let's see. Chronometon and Sin went to... I don't know where Wyatt went. I don't know where Wyatt went at all. Oh, he was by the horses. He was just chilling with the horses. Sin and Chronometon went to go see the sister who had a magic book that Sin was saying that the group might need. It might be powerful. Turns out it's a spell book from a wizard, and most of it is unreadable except for specific... It looks like code, and it seems like a banshee knows about it, and that's why the sister was asking us to take the book to the banshee to read it, so then she can have more precise visions. I still don't really understand the whole... I don't understand the whole why we're going to give this to a banshee who is probably evil and would want the book because they're self-centered and want power all of the time. We don't... Chronometon did ask the sister to let him copy a spell from it, and now he has a new spell. Oh, and the spell book is written by Bojangles.
Bojangles.
Jigga jigga.
Bojang.
Not to be confused with KFC.
Bojango. We traveled. The group regrouped, and we traveled back towards the Handy Hammer Mine. And we were stopping to chill and like find shelter for the night, and we found Minth trying to kill us. And Chronometon is able to go use his familiar to see further into the cave that we're in, the big ass hole in the face. He noticed that there are 2 big wolves. He assumed are forest wolves, and we fight, and this is where we're at now.
Did you call them mints?
Myths?
Oh,
Mythids? Myths? Whatever.
I thought you called them mints, like a breath mint.
I mean, they were about to be.
That's fair.
They're frosty and refreshing.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, yes, very solid recap. Inspiration has been awarded. We are at the top of round 3. Excuse me. So last we left off, you guys had initially there were 4 when you guys approached. Um, 3 of the original 4 have been killed, and one of them popped out 3 more, leaving 4 methods in total. What I am going to have you do, Rindalv. Am I saying that correctly? Rindalv?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. On the main tab
Is
of your
canon.
character sheet, if I've butchered it, I apologize. Please correct me.
It
Otherwise,
doesn't matter that much. It's all made up, right?
Okay. On the main tab of your character sheet, next to where your AC and your speed are, you'll see in the middle is the initiative, the +1. Go ahead and double click that, and we will get you added. As
Alright.
you have been traveling, closing in, and I won't make you roll perception for it. As you've been traveling towards the mountains from Phandelver, the harsh bitterness of the cold has intensified, and ahead in the distance, you see the group in the throes of combat. So with your initiative, we will bring you in this order. Top of the round with Chronometon, Sin, and Billy.
And I guess before I start blasting more, have I seen any movement from the inside of the cave so far?
Go ahead and roll perception for me with your owl, please.
I need to double check. I think the owl has advantage on perception checks for
I
sight.
believe so.
It does. So, it's got a +3 to perception. So, actually, this is something I've never actually realized. Does that mean I'm just going to add a +3 perception checks, or is it a bonus +3 plus the wisdom?
Let me see.
I don't know if they already have it kind of calculated for NPCs or not, but
They
I know that-
should. Let me bring this up.
Matt, do you happen to know if it has like for like creatures they have like a bonus towards skill checks? Is it just that, or do you also add the attribute with it?
I think you just roll what it says there with the skill. Yeah, like so if it's
Yeah.
plus for owl it says like +5, so it's just +5.
Gotcha.
That would be cool. Yeah,
So they kind of
because
just-
the proficiency bonus is +2, and then it's somehow got an extra somewhere.
That makes sense. So I'm just do 2d20s +3.
Beautiful, sweet, slutty Brenda.
Oh.
So
Did it add? I don't think it added the +3.
yeah,
So
yeah.
It
So
did
the
not.
17 plus 3 is the 20. So what you would see with your owl is that at the far end, like as far to the back as you had seen initially, there are now 2 light sources. And you can see some movement coming from within. It looks like the one person that you had seen has stepped closer, not approaching the tunnel or seemingly heading down to come to the entrance of the cave. And you see that there appear to be 6 other figures moving in towards the center of that cavernous area.
also humanoid, I take it.
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm mainly concerned about that giant wolf.
Well, he's
That
the goodest of
doesn't seem like a good
wolves.
time.
It'll be
So-
a great time.
Also, I'm just realizing that my modules are all unloaded.
Yep.
Did they unload again? Oh my gosh, let me...
Yeah. I had,
Oh, no.
like the stuff I had like bound to the bottom hotbar and that stuff seemed to
Oh
be missed.
goodness. Okay, let me
So
make
mainly
sure
that was
all-
just
Oh
Phandelver,
god,
so
I'm
it's
gonna
not a
have to
big-
reload all my freaking modules.
I think Fantasy Ground's just Fantasy Ground on. That's a little.
Mm-hmm. That was the last update. It was like, hey,
Possibly. Okay,
also,
they're all good
screw all
on
your
my
stuff.
end. Also what?
Fantasy Ground's last update was probably like, oh yeah, we're updating. Also, screw all your stuff.
Yeah. But fuck you guys specifically. Yeah, so guys, go ahead and check on the right side of the screen under the library drop-down. Go to the modules and make sure that they are activated. That way you guys have access to your spells, abilities, all of that good stuff. I hate that
Yeah.
Fantasy Grounds does that.
So I guess in the meantime, I'm just gonna shoot at this one method.
Okay.
So considering who is around, I'm gonna go for the one next to Billy here. So I'm gonna try and maneuver a little. I'm gonna go 15 feet there so I don't end up having Billy in the line of fire. And I'm gonna shoot Mephit 12.
Beautiful.
And firebolt. There we go.
That is a hit.
Hate to see it, but at least it's vulnerable.
It is. So as you step back and set your sights on this method next to Billy and shoot forth your firebolt, let me go ahead and remove him.
Oh, dang.
There's another explosion. So Wyatt, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
Whoops.
And
At least
those
you have
shards-
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those shards quickly dissipate, melting away into little puddles of water. Very good. That advantage definitely helped.
Yeah.
You are able to move out of the way, not even narrowly missing these shards. You dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge, completely
Yep.
untouched.
All right. And then I guess aside from that, I'm gonna have Owl fly over. I'm taking the methods are at ground level right now.
Correct. Yes. The one that
Okay.
they had spawned from had dropped down and popped them all out, and they are currently on the floor, standing.
Okay. So it's gonna move 25 feet and gonna use the help action to target Mephit 16 to try and give likely Grace, but whoever attacks it first advantage on their next attack.
As he flies over and begins like flapping in their face.
Yep, I'm just gonna kind of dive bomb, catch them with the claws a little bit, then continue flying along and try and draw their attention away.
Annoying little feather duster. Okay, that brings us to Sin with Billy on deck. And just as a reminder, you do have your rope erect and ready here.
Nice, thank you. I'll make
You're
sure to
welcome.
pick that up again later. But which is the method that was just attacked? Sorry.
The method that was just attacked is no more. It exploded
Okay.
into shards of ice, which quickly melted.
I
So
did
my
ju-
bad. The
I
yeah
did
yeah
use
what,
help
what you
action for
did.
16.
Right. Thank you. That's what I meant. Okay. So, and then the other methods are still around, right? That I can see the 26 and 31.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's 3.
Let me just the targeting is always the thing that throws me off. I'm targeting in the method right now, right? The
Method
31?
31, yes.
What?
all right, great.
Depending on what it is, if you do roll a natural and it will hit Grace, just a reminder.
Oh no, I'm just gonna use the bell again.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Oh, I just have to find it actually. There it is. Alright, so that goes through, yeah?
Fails. Yes, go ahead and roll your damage. It will be a d12.
Okay. Thank you. Nice.
Very, very tasty. So as you position yourself and you send forth your bells, that impish sneering and laughing quickly turns to a shrill shriek of pain as he takes the 8 points of necrotic damage.
Sweet. And am I able to go walk over to my rope and pick it up real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. I'm just gonna do that before I forget.
Cool. And I'm just going to make it so you don't see this token, so that way it's still on there. And when you put it down again, we can just drag it.
Great. Thank you. And then yeah, that's my turn.
All right. That brings us to Billy with the Mephits. I almost called them Muppets on deck. And then Wyatt.
Find those
Run
two
over
old
this one.
Muppets. Corner, they're just talking crap.
You want a big arm clothesline.
Red Rover, you cannot come over. That is a hit. I love your dice.
Thank you. All about the love.
I love it. So as you charge forward with your arm extended and swing it around to clothesline him, you are running with such force and are incredibly amped up. You hit him so hard and knock him back into the wall behind him that the little horns that kind of stick out, the little icicles, actually stick into the wall, and he is stuck motionless and no longer alive. Did you just Macho Man Randy Savage?
No. That was a Road Warrior. No. I think so. No, Ric Flair.
That's
Ric
not what
Flair.
I'm familiar with, but I respect
Oh,
it.
I love it. You know, the Macho Man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's let it dance.
Also, your haircut looks
Snap.
good. Look at you all cleaned
Thank you.
up. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh. It's that compliment and the compliment sandwich, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good haircut. Dexterity saving throw.
You've got this, no problem. As the body basically sticks to the wall and goes limp, the last essence of life quickly leaving, there's another explosion of shards. But as you Ric Flair it, you are ready and come out unscathed. What was that?
That'd be it.
Okay.
Oh, the nature boy.
That brings us to method 16. He is going to take flight. Nope, not going down. Oh, that
Alt.
makes him bigger. Alt, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Attack of opportunity.
Absolutely.
He's burrowing.
He's got
That
a
would be
dial.
also advantage.
Into the earth. Negative 30.
Advantage from you reckless?
Advantage not from the reckless, but from the owl.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I need to move the token.
Finspo, go.
That is absolutely a hit.
Did they change the things again?
Change what? Your stats?
No, the how you do the menu.
Did they? They shouldn't. I hate when they do that. Let's see.
It just looks different.
I think they may have changed like the coloration of it, but I think the layout
Okay.
of it is the same. Beautiful. So as this creature begins to take flight, you see it take a deep breath in as it opens its maw, and you quickly smack it with your friend pole. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Damn it! Why is my danger sense not activating? 8.
Beautiful. As you kill this Mephit and prevent it from using its frost breath, there's this explosion as shards begin to rain down from above. Beautiful. One remaining Mephit. He is going to... Nope, not down. Go up 15, 20 feet and fly overhead. Grace, I need you to make another dexterity saving throw, please.
Okie doke. Nope, I still have advantage. Oh, it's a natural 20. It doesn't matter.
Roll again, see if you get doubles.
Both saving throws were at 20.
5.
Beautiful. Your crate fails. Okay. And
Damn.
then I believe you take half as much. Yes. So he is going to target you. We're going to get rid of this center. Why is he not
So
targeting?
I guess double half now because of
There.
raging. Dang.
Yes.
It's going to be just like a stiff breeze.
So you take 1 point of cold damage.
Nice.
I think
I
that's
changed.
you. Okay.
I was at 3.
I'm just going to stop touching it. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm going to change it now too.
That is going to end the Mephit's turn, bringing us to Wyatt with Grace, and then Rendal on deck.
Ooh. I'm just gonna fly over.
Oh, that's right. You
And-
have your boots of flight on and are 15 feet up.
Yep. I'm just gonna make an attack, and I'll reckless. Why not?
I respect it. Barbarian's gonna barbate.
Mm-hmm.
That is a hit.
Sweet. Twenty damage
20
total.
Points. Beautiful. And this creature, as it is in flight, having just expended its breath spell, it begins to kind of laugh and almost tauntingly point at and cackle at Grace for the 1 point of damage that she took. And he looks very shocked as you come flying in and whack the hell out of him. As he turns his icy blue eyes to you and sneers. Anything else for your turn?
That'll be it.
Beautiful. That brings us to Grace with Rendal on deck. Sorry, I've got player messages.
Can I jump swing?
He's 20 feet up, so unless you have something that
I
lets
don't know
you-
the jumping mechanics.
Jumping straight up and down, you would not be able to with a 5-foot reach for your
See.
attack.
I have 10 foot
You have a 10-foot reach?
because of my pole arm.
Yeah.
My fence pole is a pole arm.
Okay, that's right. Let me double check the mechanics of jumping straight up.
A standing jump is half as much as a running jump, and you can jump vertically equal to, is it 1 plus your strength modifier?
I think so.
God, the jumping rules are confusing.
Yeah, that's what I've always got to.
Never friggin' do it.
So 3 plus your strength modifier if you move at least 10 feet.
I'll just
And then it's
use
half
my
that for standing.
javelin.
Half that. So, what's your strength?
I'll just use my javelin.
Okay. Thank you. We're not making us do math.
Thank you. That is a hit.
Smack the shit out of it.
Another 10 points. Here. Beautiful. His attention has turned back to you, Grace, as you throw your javelin.
Was that supposed to be a paper cut? With cold of something? I don't know. That didn't hurt a lot at all. And that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Rendell.
We're learning that Grace doesn't know what paper is.
Mhm.
All right. So I'll move up 30 feet. If I can get. Oh, crap. I just realized these are smaller squares than I thought.
It's
So
okay.
it's
So each
10,
little click of your movement is
Yeah,
just 5 feet.
20,
The grid is
30. Actually, I'll go. Yeah, that's about right. 30, I think. And then. I don't know that this is in range.
so you can target if you hit control and then left click it. It will target it for you and it'll show the range.
Oh, nice. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do Vicious Mockery.
Beautiful. What does this look like? What do you say?
Yeah, I will just come out of the blue, chanting a bunch of, it sounds like nonsense words. Now, say 14, I don't know why it says DC 10 there, because it shouldn't.
Classic fantasy.
It shouldn't be DC 10. It should be like a. What
Your
should it be?
charisma base, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so it should be 15. So let me go back to. For some reason, Fantasy Grounds likes to change things.
Change the governing stat. Like it'll make your sometimes it rolls around, make your skills like I'm rolling for stealth, but it's using your strength.
I'm so glad that at least now when things are locked, it doesn't let you have that get changed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was so annoying.
Yeah, go ahead and try it again to see if that fixed it.
All right.
It fails the saving throw either way.
Okay.
But I just want to see
Good
if
deal.
the roll has fixed.
Let's see. Where is it at? Vicious Mockery. So, for some reason, it looks different now. But
Let me lock it again. There we go.
oh, sorry. Yeah,
No,
Vicious
you're good.
Mockery. Yeah. So if I roll cast, so which one I roll?
Hit the dice next to it. That does damage. Beautiful. Yeah, did the cast not? Let me see.
I mean, I have this other an effect.
If you hit the gear button next to the spell too, it'll expand everything. Then you'll be able
Oh,
to see like which button is
nice.
for making it do a save.
Yeah. Oh, the save is blanked out now for some reason.
Let me see. I'm so sorry. I hate when it does
No,
that.
it's my bad.
No.
I should have checked
Fantasy-
everything
yeah,
beforehand.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not
fancy.
you. It's Fantasy Grounds.
All day.
It was saying save DC charisma DC 15.
Yeah.
I don't know why
I'm
it-
trying to
Out
get it
with an
back
attack
there.
roll.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. You're quite all right. There we go.
I think it is Wiz DC. Yeah, there you
There
go.
we go. Okay, so
Perfect.
that should take care of it. Yeah, they've made so many changes. Okay, perfect. So I'll have to go
Good
back
deal.
and do that with all of your spells. For right now, we'll just roll them and manually track.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
At the group level, is it set up to use like the right stat for save DC? Maybe you'll automatically take care of some of the spells that way.
Let's see. My apologies. I don't know why it does this sometimes.
Like setting ability to charisma, I guess in this case.
and check that. Okay, that should. Go ahead and roll your damage for me, please. While I do this, this should take care of it. Thank you. Okay, that should be good. Beautiful. With this being your first time in combat at the table, how would you like this vicious mockery to kill this method? As the rest of you hear this nonsensical, unintelligible speaking coming from behind in the distance. Excuse me.
It's exploded. Why not?
Just blow up. Beautiful. And
Yeah.
that works out well. Wyatt and Owl need to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh no.
Sorry, y'all.
I have low expectations.
R.I.P. Al.
And high hopes.
It does not have any bonuses to save, so I guess it's just a +1.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
You both save.
Is it half damage or just nothing?
Right. As these words come flying from behind you, the Mephit quickly turns to look in that direction. You watch as its shoulders drop and the eyes go wide as his hands come up to his ears, and he howls in pain and then kind of collapses in on himself before another explosion takes place. For the time being, you are out of combat. What I would like to do really quick is have you guys give descriptions of your characters, so that way Rendelv knows what it is that he sees as you guys kind of finish this first chunk of this encounter, and they can all see who is joining in this journey.
I'm the closest to them, right?
Correct.
I will go first. I guess basically all you see is just when you think of an adventure, you don't have too many different thoughts. You just think of that generic person who just looks heroic, and that is the figure you see right in front of you. Just average human, just not too tall, not too short, not too much of anything, but just looks like he's ready to throw down whenever he needs to, and is just staring right at you, thinking, wow, that was scary.
Nice.
So right afterwards, behind him, so you kind of have to peek around to be able to see past Sin to see Chronometon, is a, well, probably close to 5 foot right now with the hat on, but 4 foot otherwise, metallic being who is mostly covered up by oversized robes and scarves, and then their face themselves is a just one smooth metal plate that's curved around into a spherical shape, then wearing goggles on top of that, so even that is still starting to be a little covered up, but by most stereotypes looks like a wizard, considering the most wizard-looking wizard hat you could see.
Right.
And it's pretty much attention immediately went towards whoever was behind them, because it's been trying to be prepared for the enemies that have been in front of it, and is now concerned that it got ambushed. So he looks just kind of on edge right now.
A little bit further, you probably see kind of toppling over everybody is a long-necked human goose hybrid. You'll see like a human-ish head with a beak kind of where the mouth nose area is. They're probably 8.5 feet tall at this point and has very much feathers covering where her hair would be and like wisps of hair on top of her head. Very much gray. And more or less her whole body is covered in feathers, or there would be weird naked patches of olive skin tone.
Oof.
And holding a gigantic fence pole. A metallic gigantic fence pole.
Nice.
Yeah, and next to her, currently flying 15 feet in the air is a 4 foot tall mouse. Very strong looking, wearing like a red robes that like kind of go like into like a hood, wielding a great sword. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Not a rat.
Very much not a rat. He's a rat at your own peril.
Then I see a. Well, at this point, a very hairy man, big curly fro with some big curly ram antlers out of his head, and wearing a big old fuzzy wool sweater and big old shaggy cloven hoof feet. Just looking like he's having the fucking time of his life. And maybe only half intoxicated. Maybe.
Allegedly.
I can walk a straight line
That's what they all say.
as long as it's angled.
All right. Well, Rendolph is he's a dwarf. He's got long black hair and a big bushy beard. Well kempt though, despite the fact that he looks like he's been traveling a very long time. He's in black leather armor underneath a black robes. You see a dagger on his hip, but and a ton of books on his back and one in his left hand as well. So, yeah.
Quick perception checks from everybody, please. That will be.
You also
your-
see, I will say, you see something moving slightly under his chest, like around his chest area.
Shit, he's been
He's just constantly flexing his pecs.
Maybe.
My game is frozen, so bear with me.
dwarf Terry Crews.
I was just thinking of Terry Crews. Perception, it'll be on the skill tab of your character sheet. Absolutely. Let me just double check on that really quick. I don't think that's going to be problematic at all.
Yeah, my game crashed.
Did it?
Womp womp.
Yep.
Okay, we'll give it a
Rip.
minute.
We can't have nice things.
Nope. Update, huh?
Again.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is what you get for updating. Game crashing.
Yeah,
It
that's the
definitely
update.
doesn't help.
they added 50% more crash.
Nice.
I am absolutely okay with that, and I'm going to drop share that with you. Did that pop up for you?
Let's see. Oh, and yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Wow, that was fast.
That's what she said. Sorry, I'm a child.
No, you're good.
That looks really cool. And what we will do, I'm gonna put this on the tracker. Right under your, where did we go? Initiative.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. And I'm leaving it hidden until it comes in, but it
Cool.
will be on there with you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Is it letting you connect, Nate?
Yeah, slowly, but
Okay.
it's moving.
Okay.
The model of fantasy depends. Slowly, but it's doing something.
Right. Slow and steady might let you play.
Mm-hmm. Can I also I'm not on the map anymore. Yeah.
Okay. Resharing that now.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. So Grace, the owl. Sin. You guys here, and I feel like the rest of you are kind of distracted by the presence of a new, unfamiliar face who came in and clapped cheeks. But those of you that I mentioned, Grace, Chronomaton's owl, and Sin, you hear movement coming from within the entrance to the cave. The sound of dragging what sounds to be something heavy. And Dorito, I'm going to drag you down in a minute because we're going to be using your owl's sight as well. And I forgot to have Craig come in, whatever.
My day.
My dad. Mr. Dad. And then you hear the sound of soft voices, rhythmic. You're not able to make out what is being said, but it seems repetitive, almost chanting. Dorito and I will be right back.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Have fun.
Everything is so bye. Let me mute this really quick.
right? Okay, just wanted to make sure because I was being asked about that.
Oh yes, yeah, and that's just so when I do drag downs, and thank you guys for watching, by the way. When I do drag downs and stuff like that, that is information that only the characters that are in that private chat with me will have, and I thought about like leaving it open for the viewers as well, but I kind of like the idea of not just the players, but the people watching as well, to kind of have that anticipation of what's being said, what do they know, and getting to experience that with everybody else as the information comes up based on what and how the character wants to share that.
That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. I'd say, if anything, just put some like nice elevator waiting room music just to make sure everyone knows it's okay.
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. Thank you for your patience with that, guys. Okay. So, Chronometon, that is the information that you have.
I'm gonna move the owl over here just to, based on the thing that was happening earlier with how I was having it move. But I guess in that case, Chronometon's gonna quickly shift his attention away from the surprised person from behind, considering at least their action up until now has been not hostile.
Joke's on you. The attack was actually on one of you guys. You just rolled poorly.
Terrible,
Oh,
terrible
no.
aim. Terrible aim.
We're about to die.
Introductions will be welcome, but I believe we must hurry. We need to get inside the cave.
Is this
I
the
believe-
line?
I believe so, but I see Billy's stepchildren unconscious in there, and there are people around them. And Chronometon's kind of moving towards the cave as they start saying this.
Not like I care, but
Honk?
I'm gonna get my ass in there. I don't care.
Honk.
Not my kids. Hashtag.
True
Honk.
stepdad behavior.
All right, I'm gonna move you guys to the next map. Aw, thank you, Brain Dead Girl, for the follow. Get you guys move. Billy, you're charging in first. Okay, so as you guys are all charging in, the sounds of the voices are obviously going to be growing louder as you grow closer. And I'm just going to kind of stick you all on here, just hodgepodge for now. Let me get you on here
Is it
live
possible for me to
share.
prepare something as I'm going in, by the way?
Unless it's like suggestion or web, yes.
Never mind.
If it's suggestion, then no. Kindly see yourself out. I'm just kidding, absolutely. Thank God. No, just kidding.
It is not a suggestion, but it might have been web.
Yeah, no, you could absolutely do that, absolutely.
Wait, we're all going in one after the other, right?
It's a pretty narrow. You guys could squeeze in 2 at a time, and then you guys can kind of rearrange yourself how you would see fit. Let me share that. That would help.
Am I still goosing?
Probably. I don't. How long does it last? A minute or 10?
The last 1 minute.
Oh,
So then, yes.
that's up to.
Well, when did you start goosing?
Back in
At
2016.
the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, it's
Well,
only
it was
been
3 rounds.
Yeah, so I'd say that with that and the time to kind of check each other out, we'll call it 4. Charging in, so you'll have it for 2 more rounds.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, so as you guys are charging in, the chanting grows louder. Nobody here speaks Draconic?
Can't say I do.
Okay.
Nope.
Where would we say that again?
I somehow only speak common.
That is so weird. What a useless character.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm probably going to butcher this, but your characters wouldn't know any better, so here we are. what you hear is Ak Vorth Cryovein Thuril di Wer Ezora Svabel Shilta Tichir Nomino Thurili Thrash. Over.
Can I make sure I have this before I say? Yeah, can I use comprehend languages on this?
Absolutely.
All right.
Just a
Here,
second.
I'm gonna shout. You quit your jibber jabber and get your hands off those kids I do not care about.
They mean nothing to me.
By the way, are the squares that's on the map the movement, or is it still based on fantasy ground units?
It's still based on fantasy ground units. The maps
Okay.
that I am using are much nicer than what I've been able to find from fantasy grounds, but they come pre-gridded, so you can just ignore those and use just the fantasy ground movement token.
Sweet.
With your comprehend languages, and Rindolph, this would very much stand out to you as well. Whereas initially the cave had been dark, you guys had seen no light sources from within. Even Wyatt, when you had peered down the opening, the tunnel into this cavern initially, it was dark. You were left only with the sense of dark vision. You see that now towards the back of the room there are two makeshift braziers, not braziers, braziers, that have been lit with some kind of archonic means. This is not fire, it's not flame, it is some archonic magical light source. Not just that, but towards the center of the room, as you guys walk in, you'll see that there are roughly 7 people kind of in a circle formation, and towards the center of them are these runes that seem to glow up from the ground, surrounded by these totally normal, not culty people at all. No flaming bras, this is not the 70s. Rindolph, I would like a history check from you, please.
History, you got it. All right. So let's see. That's gonna be. Sorry, still getting used to
It's
fantasy
quite
grounds.
alright.
Oh,
Okay.
9.
What I will say is that these look somewhat familiar. It's that inkling, that itching at the back of your brain where you feel like you've seen these somewhere. And it's almost like eating at you, knowing that you think you've seen them, but you cannot place where you might have or what they're from. There's no recollection, just that stirring within that it's familiar. With your comprehend language, what you hear as those words kind of begin to warp and shift from that nonsense, you hear Cryovein, Tyrants of the Frozen Sky, blood and ice awaken in fury, break the chains.
Yeah. All right.
So what's happening in front of us is pretty bad, yeah.
So as you guys are all charged again, sorry, there's a lot of moving pieces and I'm trying to keep it with messages and everything too. And my brain is mush. You see that in the center of this glowing runic space are the 2 unconscious bodies of the children of Myrna, now lovingly called Abigail. And I'm not going to tell you their names because Billy doesn't remember. Towards the back, there is...
Girl child and boy child.
Yes. This is Birdcage, girl and boy. You see all of these figures are hooded and robed. There are helms that have horns that kind of stick out and protrude from them, but the faces are covered. Oh no, we lost Nate. Did it freeze up on you again?
Yeah, I'm trying to load back in.
Okay, no worries. what we can do is I'll give you guys this description and we can take our break real quick and get that situated for you if you want.
Good. I'm wondering.
At the back of the room, there is the low guttural growl of a large wolf. This wolf is bigger than what you guys have seen before. It is bigger than your snatch, Grace. I don't like the way that sounded. Than your adopted pet,
Nothing's
Grace.
bigger than Grace's snatch.
I don't like it at all. And next to and slightly behind him is another similarly robed figure. A jagged, oddly curved dagger in his right hand, and you see that there is blood in his left palm. Little bits of droplets falling from the tips of his fingers to the ground at which he stands. So what we will do here, we'll take our break. We'll plan for 10. If we come back sooner, then we come back sooner. But give everybody a chance to refill drinks, get their snacks, go potty, get Fantasy Grounds to stop being a pain in the dick, and then we'll pick up with this nice little kumbaya moment.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yes.
Just how tall is this room? Is the ceiling more than 20 feet away?
It's 25 feet.
Unfortunate.
Why?
Because web fills a 20-foot cube. Wanted to just see how obnoxious it could be.
It's web, so it's pretty obnoxious, let's be real. I didn't think I would ever hate like a CC spell as much as I hate like silvery barbs and suggestion, and then you guys proved me wrong. So thank you for that, Megan. of the round. I'm going to keep it at round 3. Just because it's easier
just
that
because.
way. Yeah. Because that's the way we're doing it. Alright, Chronometon.
All right.
As you come in preparing your spell of web.
Perfect. So I'm gonna do that first. Make them do save. I'm doing it into the back with the high worm caller, the winter wolf, and then cultist 30 and 24. I believe that's able to fit all of them. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm just trying to do it to avoid the kids in the process because I don't trust fire.
There's no way to really avoid them and get these 2 cultists. Well, I guess